Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English with India's largest learning platform, Unacademy. Let's crack it. Okay friends, this session is a special video. It's a special session, isn't it? Yes. What we are going to discuss in this session is, first let me say a few things about it, then I'll move on to the mandatory slides and I'll begin the session. Okay. This was an important question which was asked in your UPSC mains in GS paper 4. Discuss Mahatma Gandhi's concept of 7 social sins. Okay, this was in 2016 mains question. You go and check this. Of course, I have appeared in that mains. Yes, friends, and it is also, apart from this, it is a general topic where it will add values to our life. It is a life lesson we are going to discuss in today's video. Okay. Yes. What are the 7 dangers or 7 social sins according to Father of our nation, Gandhi ji? Yes. First is wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, business without ethics, science without humanity, religion without sacrifice, and politics without principle. Isn't it? Yes. In another few minutes, we will discuss that in detail. Yes, about myself, I am Dhanalakshmi, a senior and a passionate educator. My credentials are, I have appeared twice in UPSC CSE interview with 6 mains. Apart from this, I am also a state government group 2 officer. I have also cleared more than 7 to 8 competitive exams and various competitive exams like bank exams and other. At last, in search for the pursuit of my happiness, okay, despite being an government employee as well, I was searching for the pursuit of happiness. I found the answer lies in teaching. Yes, my passion and my profession, everything is like that's why often I used to say I'm a passionate educator that will continue till my last. Thanks for your support and response. I'll keep doing my service. Thank you. With respect to my teaching experience, yes, my dear friends, I have more than decade-long rich experience in teaching for UPSC CSE, which is closer to 12 years of teaching experience. Yes. What all you will get under an academy platform, daily live classes, isn't it? As of now, we are meeting daily 2:30 p.m. for this month. This is the schedule. Hopefully next month also I'll follow the same. Yes, what is the best part of daily live classes is that you should not feel or you should not have any thought that you miss the offline class. What is done in the offline class? You will chat with your educator, you will engage in the discussion. There will be a two-way communication, isn't it? In order to fill the vacuum and the gap, here the ideas, this novel ideas brought in, that is daily live classes. Here also you can chat with your educator, engage in discussion, ask your doubts and answer polls all while the class is going on, isn't it? I think you agree with me. My session mostly it will be more interactive in nature. That is my unique style of teaching. Thank you for your response and participation as well. In similar way, many top educators are doing their live classes on a regular basis. Yes, friends. And apart from this, you have a live test and quizzes. Of course, I know there is a news that there is a prelim is 2020 prelim is going to be postponed. The dates are yet to announce. It's okay, fine. Whatever it is, we have to keep moving. Okay, whatever happened, life has to move on. In similar way, whatever things is going to happen, your preparation should never stop. Okay, and so recently, very recently, we have completed the 2 all India mock tests with our platform and academy platform. Keep doing. Yes, structured courses. Yes, my dear friends, it is a OSS for your PMI, one-stop solution for your prelim, mains and interview. All our courses are structured in line with your exam syllabus to help you best prepare for it. Yes, unlimited access to unlimited courses, isn't it? Yes, what you have to do that in order to get access to unlimited courses, only one thing you have to do, that is one subscription gets you access to all our live and recorded courses to watch from the comfort of any of your devices. Prepare with the top educators. All the top educators are found under one roof, and that roof is, needless to say, it is an academy. To name a few: Mrunal Sir, Roman Saini, Ayush Shangi, Sudarshan Gurjar, Dr. Siddharth Arora, Jatin Verma, and the list is endless. Okay, the only one thing you have to do, that is access to India's best educators in just a subscription way. And above all, yes, my dear friends, what all is being provided here: UPSC, CSE, we have a multiple courses. Again, I strongly say that we have a multiple courses for all the subjects. I never change this because I firmly believe in this. It is a OSS for your PMI. Multiple courses being done for polity, history, geography, current affairs, and all the subjects, and for all the three phases as well. I'll make this short because for the friends who are following me on a regular basis, they know what will be my reply over here. Today I'll cut short this portion. Okay, over to this page. Of course, I can't cut short this page because this is an important page, and this is this page is going to build a bridge between you and me, that is between the educator and the learner. Today, you're aspirants and you're all the future officers. Okay, my best wishes for your success. Yes, friends. For those friends who are going to appear in the upcoming year, for this 2020, I'll recommend them to go for 1 year subscription. The 1 year fees is 40,000 rupees. And if you are going to use my code, please use my code. Now, okay, if you're going to use my code DL10, you get 10% instant discount, like an instant coffee. Okay, and at last, after all the calculations, you'll end up paying only 36,000 rupees. Please hold on. Let me give an important clarification with respect to those friends who are going to, I think majority or here is going to appear in 2021, isn't it? For those friends, please, it's a strong suggestion. I'll strongly recommend to go for 24 months. For entire 2 years, the fees is only 48,000 rupees. And if you're going to use my code DL10, you will get 10% instant discount. And after all calculations, you will end up paying only how much? It is only 43,200, which is nothing but 1 year plus just 1 month. A 7,200 rupees extra to 1 year. You will get unlimited access to unlimited courses till the end of 2 years. Isn't it? Don't you think this is a huge monetary benefit? Because you're all smart enough, you know what is the fee structure in the offline platform. Okay, this is one of the important aspect you have to think before. And secondly, as of now, I know you aspirants are really very smart. What is the minimum time frame required to crack or get ready for this war? Of course, certain things I never change. I always keep saying that this is a war, this preparation is a war. Yes, because the success rate is very, very less, isn't it? So the minimum time frame, it is not possible to crack less than 1.5 years preparation, because you have to get ready for all the three phases and for all the subjects as well. Taking these two aspects into consideration, the ball is on your court. You make a smart and wise decision. Okay, yes friends, without any further delay, I'll begin today's session. Yes, before that, let me check in. Good afternoon. Hi friends, I could see some of the new friends over here. A warm welcome. A very good afternoon to everyone. Subject class for PSO. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, tomorrow I'll say these doubts once I complete. Shall I begin the session? Please drop a message if everything is fine. It is the network connectivity. Hope everything is good to go. Without any further delay, I'll begin the session. For those friends who have lately joined like 5 minutes late, once again, I'll say the importance of this topic. This topic in two ways, it is very important. One, we are going to discuss, this is the question, discuss Mahatma Gandhi concept of 7 social sins. This was your previous year's prelim question in GS paper 4, ethics 2016. Okay, apart from this, it also taught us a life lesson. So everyone, we should know this. Yes. What are the 7 deadly sins? First is wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, science without humanity, knowledge without character, politics without principle, commerce or business without ethics and morality, worship without sacrifice. Don't we get a fair idea? These are the 7 social sins one should strictly avoid. Okay, yes. Now see, this is a flow chart of that. This is the flow chart. Now I'll discuss what at the end we are going to discuss every concept. So in the beginning itself I have added a flow chart. What is this wealth without work? First let me do one after the other. This will greatly help you in consolidating all the 7 social sins. Is this fine for everyone? Yes, my dear friends. What is this? Yes, it is a wealth. Money, na, you could see some dollar, you could see some currencies. But the truth reason behind, from the thoughts of Gandhi ji, wealth without work, our tendency to earn more by doing less. Can you expect no pain, no gain? Isn't it? That is the statement. Only if you work hard, you can expect for something. But now the scenario, it has changed that tendency to earn more by doing less. Such tendency forces to compromise with our morals. Don't you think we lose the ethics, we lose the values, we lose the virtues? This refers to the practice of getting something for nothing. Without doing anything, they want the money. Do they get in a rightful way? Do they get in a legitimate way? No, manipulating markets and assets so you don't have to work or produce added value, just to manipulate people and things. You know, I need not elaborate on this. This is a big thing going on in our current society. Gandhiji has felt very bad about it. He is simply saying that, please, my dear friends, my dear followers, please do not do this. Okay, yes. What are the examples? Examples are same. In exam, you have to bring the examples for every principles. Okay, for the every social sense. From exam point of view, even in for life perspective also, we should know. What is the example? Of course, you know. This includes playing the stock market, gambling, making wealth by unfair means, by taking shortcuts, isn't it? We have so much of people have found so much shortcuts: tax evasion, scam, insider trading, black money, of course, corruption. So they are wanted to make more and more by illegal practices, involving them in do you think that that will give them a satisfaction? Do you think that that will remain, that will stay for a longer time? Easy come, easy go, isn't it? So we should strongly have this we should never ever do this sin. Okay, yes, the world has enough for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed. Yes, we don't have enough for anyone or everyone's greed. This is said by Gandhiji. So you can use this quote as well. Okay, moving to the second sin is pleasure without conscience. What do you mean by this? Yes, here we have again a few examples. That is, this is again connected to a wealth without work. This is in one aspect, and apart from that, people find imaginative and dangerous ways of bringing excitement to their otherwise dull lives, isn't it? They feel that, why, what is this, life is going so monotonous, let me make it interesting, let me try it in a different way. Why? And those activities, for example, their search for pleasure and excitement often ends up costing society very heavily. Taking drugs and playing dangerous game, isn't it? And I'll also give some more examples as well. You can also register if you have any examples, so you can drop the message as well. This is an idea. You can bring as many examples as possible. The idea behind this is that you should understand what is the social sin as such. Unfortunately, we ignore the spiritual pleasures of life and indulge in physical pleasure, which is a pleasure without conscience. I think you get an idea what I'm trying to register. Physical pleasures, sexual harassment, okay, extramarital affairs, illegal contest, pleasure without conscience. I apologize for nothing. There are some kind of people, they don't apologize even they commit a mistake, isn't it? Because they are concerned only about their internal pleasure or the physical pleasure. They don't bother about the other feelings. So this things has to be it has to be removed. This should never be committed in our life. Happiness that is earned at the expense of others is no less than a sin. Attaining pleasure without a sense of social responsibility. Every individual should have a social responsibility, isn't it? Yes, sexual harassment, mindless consumerism. These are all few examples where you can bring under the second social sin said by Gandhiji is pleasure without conscience. Okay, I'll add one more to this. You can also keep dropping the answers. Yes, ma, very good afternoon. If hunting can be considered a sport, okay. It is the most insensitive and dehumanizing sport on earth. How can you bring that as a sport? Hunting, of course, you're killing, isn't it? How can killing animals bring fun and excitement to anyone? Can we agree to this? Of course, it is a fun for that person, for the individual who do that. It is a pleasure for him without conscience. Yes, this is a pleasure without conscience. When we cease to care for any life, we cease to respect all life. No other species on earth has wrought more destruction than man. Of course, we are the one, we are the creator. So the idea behind everything is that the more examples you give in exams, it is a mark fetching. Of course, this question I have beautifully answered in my mains. In 2016 was my mains. Yes, I have secured 117 in paper 4, ethics. And knowledge without character. This is the third social sin said by our Gandhiji. What is this? Knowledge without character. In simple word, in simple sentence, I can finish this in one line. That is IQ versus EQ. Intelligent quotient versus emotional quotient. Yes, let me explain this. First, before that, I'll say the theory part of it. What is this? Our obsession with materialism tends to make us more concerned about acquiring knowledge, isn't it? Yes, so that we get a better job and make more money. A lucrative career is preferred to an illustrious character. All our educational centers emphasize on career building, not character building, isn't it? Am I right? Yes, all our exams are based on what? It is a exam, mark oriented. And of course, we all lag in one way, that is, Gandhi believed if one is not able to understand oneself, how can one understand the philosophy of life? Okay, if you do not know about yourself, then how do you understand the life philosophy, virtues, human virtues, values, knowledge without character? For that, Gandhiji has said one story without naming the person name. Let us assume. Okay, Gandhiji used to tell the story of a young man who was an outstanding student throughout his career, throughout his school. Okay, in school, during college days, everything. He was exemplary performance in his studies. Of course, it has paid him a result. He scored A degree in every subject and strove harder and harder to maintain his grades. Always he is very focused on his career and his success, everything. Of course, what I think you are smart enough, you know what I'm trying to insist over. He become a bookworm. Of course, if you're forcing on behind one something means he has ultimately has turned as a bookworm. However, when he passed with a distinction, yes, all his hard works has paid him greatly and he got a superb job, well paid job, lucrative job. He could not deal with the people, nor could he build a relationship. What is the point? He succeeds in one place, but he doesn't have a man-handling capacity. He doesn't have a manhandling potential. That is very important, isn't it? He had no time to learn these important aspects of life. I strongly said, nah, this is a battle or a war between IQ versus EQ. Yes, my dear friends, this is the time to register this very important, a vital point over here is, as for our civil services exam, we should have, yes, it is one of the important virtues expected from the civil service aspirants or the civil servants as such is emotional intelligence or emotional quotient. That's why we have a separate topic, emotional intelligence, in our GS paper 4. Because you're going to interact with the society, we are going to interact with you're the persons, you're going to directly interact with the public. So we should have enough emotional intelligence, that in the terms of love, compassion, empathy, not sympathy. Okay, that when I do the GS paper 4 in detail, okay, I'll discuss them in detail. Over to here. Consequently, he could not live with his wife, whom I'm talking about the example, what Gandhiji. He is very good. He has got well settled. He has got so much of huge money. Yes, he success in one way, in amazing wealth, more and more. But he is failure in his personal life. He is failure in his, you do not know how to handle the employees. You do not know how to mingle with the workers. So his knowledge is incomplete knowledge. It does not give him any happiness. I mean, the permanent happiness, isn't it? He could not live with his wife and children, nor work with his colleagues, because he's a serious person. He doesn't know anything other than reading. His life ended up being a misery. All those years of study and excellent grades did not bring him happiness. Yes, therefore, it is not true that a person who is successful in amazing wealth is necessarily happy. If you have any idea, yes, he is rich, he is well settled, he is good, just think that is only one side of the coin. Turn to the other side of the coin. If he is really a good human being with a good character, then only his life is a complete. Otherwise, it is an incomplete life. Though he project himself, though he portray himself like he's well settled and happy, that is not the reality in case. Okay, this is what our Gandhiji trying to register. Yes, my dear friends, an education that ignores character building is an incomplete education, half done, isn't it? Yes, an education that ignores character building is an incomplete education. No doubt education is no doubt knowledge is valuable, but above it is character. Knowledge without character is dangerous, very dangerous. It shows only you don't live a real life at all. So now this is the need of the hour, this is the time, because you're all the future civil servants, today's aspirants, the aspirants who are aspiring to get into the prestigious coveted civil service exam. So now this is the time for us. We should bring all these lives. You have to imbibe all these qualities. Knowledge will give you power, of course. Give you power once you through the exam. Yes, you have been given the posting, but a character brings a respect, isn't it? How do you handle in the society? How do you interact with the people? How do you interact with the public? How good, how smart, how gentle you are in addressing their problem? That is well noted and well appreciated. Yes, once you get into the service, you will get to know. The root of violence is knowledge without character. Knowledge without character, from the words of Bruce Lee. I know many of you might be here as a follower of Bruce Lee. Knowledge will give you a power. Character gives you a respect and adulation. Yes, character imbibes qualities of integrity and honesty in a knowledgeable person. So even in a knowledgeable person, the knowledgeable person get enriched or enshrine himself through the character. What are the character that will give him and imbibes the qualities of integrity and honesty? This is one of the important virtues. Important: honesty, integrity, compassion, empathy. These are the important qualities or the values or the virtues expected from the civil servants. Yes. Is this fine? You can also drop the examples if you know for every social sense. The idea behind is that we should strictly stick on to this. Business without morality, commerce without ethics. Commercial activities must be guided by moral principles of restraint and welfare, isn't it? Yes, the business should be fair to all stakeholders involved. Unethical governance structure, lack of infrastructure, lack of integrity, poor working condition, adulteration, lack of security are all examples of unethical. Can you expect this? It should be a win-win situation, isn't it? Yes, commerce without morality. In today's scenario, this is going in next level. As in wealth without work, we indulge in commerce without morality to make more money by any means possible. We don't bother about the means through which the money is coming. At last, we are all chasing. In today, many of them are chasing, running after. They wanted to make more and more without bothering about the others. Increase in price, substandard, selling substandard products, inferior products, cheating and making false claims. I need not elaborate on this. You can include as many examples as possible, because we are all affected in one way or the other because of this business without morality or ethics, isn't it? There are also thousands of other ways. I said you in one line now, there are thousands of other ways in which we do immoral or unethical business. We means I'm mentioning about those persons who indulge in these activities. Okay. Yes. When profit making becomes the most important aspect of business, what about the morals and ethics? Of course, it will go overboard, isn't it? Yes, it will not be there in the place if you follow the unethical practices. The rich cannot accumulate wealth without the cooperation of poor in the society. Is this possible? Is this possible? Just you think for a moment and think, what is the difference between the employer and the employee? If the employees don't work, will the employer will be rich? No, how? It will not happen. Yes, the rich cannot accumulate wealth without the cooperation of poor in the society. Poverty exists. Of course, we know. Poverty exists. Not because we cannot feed the poor, but because we cannot satisfy the rich. The rich wanted to become richer. That is the problem. As you know, I think you might be reading in your economics and the current status. 10%. Okay, that data I'll not include here. Let me do it in from GS paper 4 aspects only. So then and there bringing these codes is very, very important. This is all a value addition in increasing your marks. Of course, my style is that I'll use to in my answer writing. I'll teach you one art of answer writing. I'll make a separate session. There I'll make a separate video how to enhance, okay, how to bring, how to enrich your contents with more quotes and examples, contemporary examples. So over to the topic now, business ethics. It's very, very important. It should be a win-win situation. They should the business persons, the employers, they should have the corporates, okay, they should have the responsibility. It should be a trust building behavior, principle, a relationship is very, very important. I told you, no, knowledge without character is a half knowledge, incomplete knowledge. It will not give you any result. And choice and reliability and morality, very, very important. It is difficult but not impossible, isn't it? Yes, it is difficult but not impossible to conduct strictly honest business, What is true is that honesty is incompatible with the amazing of large fortune. Yes, my dear friends, it is difficult for the employees, but they should. It is nothing in this world is impossible. If you think, if you have the value, if you have that virtues and values, if you strongly believe in that, definitely we can make wonders. What is the fifth one? If you have an example for all these social sins, now you please drop message, or you can also add more examples. This is the general example in order to give you an idea about every social sin. Okay, over to the fifth. What is the fifth? Science without humanity. This is science used to discover increasingly more gruesome weapons of destruction. Yes, weapons of mass destruction that threaten to eventually wipe out humanity, isn't it? NRA, National Rifle Association, says guns don't kill people. People kill people. Just think, it is the people who is handling the gun kill the other one. Very recently in news also I have seen a one man, yes, killed a 60-year-old lady, and very recently in Canada, yes, this was the current news as of now. A person, he's a doctor, I think, he's a 51-year-old, he's a dentist. I don't know what has happened to him. He has killed more than 17 persons. Okay, of course, it is the people killing people. What they don't say is that if people didn't have guns, they wouldn't have the capacity to kill as quickly or as easily. See, taking one's life has become so easy now, isn't it? Because of the advancement in the science and technology. These should be used in the positive way. This is exactly the debate when happened during the end of the Second World War. What was the fate of Japan? Of course, the debate over the use of atom bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki is a question that falls under this category. Yes, it's a long debate and we didn't have an answer find that. Everyone has a different justification. Of course, we have admit that is a wrong. That is a wrong thing. It shouldn't be have used. But then, though they came like a phoenix bird, isn't it? Yes, now they are successful. Use of digital technologies like in present scenario, social networking sites. Of course, we have to use them wisely, isn't it? But now, at some places, even now it is getting more increased, cybercrime for propagation of radical terrorism and social and religious hatred. Yes, that's why these are all the topics. It has been included in our UPSC syllabus, of course. Pakistan has nukes, but the socio-economic conditions of the nation are worsening with time. Science without humanity is definitely a destruction. Science without humanity. Please check. Please look at this pic. It has an answer. I need not detail on this. You know, this is an effect of science without humanity. The root of violence is science without humanity, of course, from the words of Mahatma Gandhi ji. There should be a human touch should always be there in any terms of technology advancement in whatever it is. All creations and innovations in science should be for the development of the society rather than the destruction of humanity, isn't it? Yes, this point should be strongly registered. Every scientific development has to be for the human welfare. Development and destruction or disaster should not go hand in hand. That point should be made very clear. Yes, of course, green revolution, it's a very good scientific development, but invention and use of autobombs, of course not, isn't it? Yes. So over to the next is sixth is religion without sacrifice. This is the sixth sin, social sin, said by Mahatma Gandhi ji. Religion without sacrifice. One person's faith is another person's fantasy, because religion has been reduced to, what is the nature of religion now? It has been reduced to meaningless rituals practiced mindlessly in temples, in church, in mosque, and those interested with the duty of interpreting religion to lay people seek to control through fear of hell, isn't it? In the name of God, just remember, in the name of God, they have spawned more hate and violence than any government. Don't we witness this religious riots, isn't it? Yes. What is the true religion then? True religion is based on spirituality, love, compassion, understanding, and appreciation of each other, whatever our beliefs may be. In terms of, you may be a Christian, Jew, Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, or even an atheist, or whatever it is. Of course, in one word, if I wanted to say, our India, our nation is a secular nation, isn't it? Neither religious nor anti-religious. It is non-religious in character. That should be this. Yes, we don't patronize any one particular religion. We treat equally all the religion. Gandhi believed in this. Of course, religion is one's personal affair. Gandhi believed whatever labels we put on our faith, ultimately, all of us worship truth, because truth is God. Truth is God. Yes, religion today has been reduced to mere practices and rituals. Don't we think this? Just close your eyes and imagine what is actually happening outside the temple. You can see the happiness, how you can see the God through the people, through the poor people happiness, isn't it? Help the needy, serve the poor. That is the real way to attain God. Yes, not bringing the religious teaching of what is the real religion. Religion today has been reduced to mere practices and rituals. Not bringing the religious teachings of compassion, affection, and brotherhood in our lives is a sin. Of course, is a sin. The basic thing is sacrifice. Sacrifice is further defined as dedication to our duties, and beyond that, you have to dedicate. In religion, we worship, yes, but if you are not ready to sacrifice for social service, the worship has no value at all. It is a sin to worship without sacrifice. I told you, no, we must be, you can see, you can attain God, okay, you can get the God's blessings by helping the needy. That is the best way to reach God. Gandhiji always wanted people sacrifice their owns in loyalty with their worship to the God. Yes, so worship without sacrifice. You know what is the say? Sacrifice is the very essence of religion. Without sacrifice, there is no true worship of God. Sacrifice, no true worship of God. So it is the very essence of religion. Worship begins with sacrifice. Yes, why repeatedly this being said means you have to bring this example. You should not forget this point. Last but not least, worship without sacrifice. Hands that help are holier than lips that pray. Do you agree with me? Yes, my dear friends. Hands that help. The more you do the charity work, the more you help the poor, the more you help the needy. Okay, that is the best part. Rather than just chanting and doing rituals and mantras, rather than lips saying prayer or whatever in whichever version it is. Okay, last but not least, moving to the last is politics without principle. Of course, you know what is the current scenario. Gandhi said, those who firmly believe in non-violence, understand this, those who firmly believe in non-violence should never stand for elections, but they should elect representatives who are willing to understand and practice the philosophy. Beautifully said. Yes, Gandhi said, an elected representative is one on whom you have bestowed your power of attorney. Such a person should be allowed to wield authority only as long as he or she enjoys your confidence. Isn't it? This is what's said in our Indian constitution as well. Politics without principles. Look at this pig. It has an answer. Politics without principle. This is exactly the same. Yes, when politicians indulge in power games, they act without principles. To remain in power at all costs is unethical. Gandhi said, when politicians or anyone else for that matter give up the pursuit of truth, they, or in the case of parties, would be doomed. Okay, partition politics, lobbying, bribing and other forms of malpractice that are so rampant in politics today is also unprincipled. How can you accept these as a principles, isn't it? Yes, politics has earned the reputation of being dirty. Of course, that is a bad thing now. It is so because we made it dirty. We create power groups to lobby for our cause and are willing to do anything to achieve our goal, isn't it? Yes, not many among humankind have learned how to resist temptation. If one have a command or control over this, how to resist temptation, then no problem at all. But majority fail in this. So, who is to blame for the mess we find ourselves in? Politics driven by greed, power, will undermine the national interest, isn't it? Chronic capitalism is one such manifestation. Yes, this again you will be reading in your paper 4. Building an excess between the government officials and with the politicians, then the entrepreneurs, they make a profit, isn't it? By surrendering all the ethics. They don't follow the principles, they don't follow the protocols, they don't follow the rules. Just take that as an advantage. Okay, because they have a good contact, good nexus between the government officials and the politicians. They get the work done so easily, okay, without following the rules and regulations. The advent of money and muscle power, lack of conviction and principles in politics is a sin. Definitely, it's a sin. Yes, my dear friends. So this is a summary. Gandhiji's concept of 7 social sins: wealth without work, slavery, gambling. You can include as many examples. Pleasure without conscience, a person's moral sense of right and wrong. He know what he is doing. Okay, it should not affect other persons. Okay. Knowledge without character, career building is not a character. Rule of society or industry by an elite of technical experts. Religion without sacrifice. You know the value of sacrifice, isn't it? Serve the needy, serve the poor. Meaningless ritual prized mindlessly. Last but not least, politics. Is this fine? Is this fine for everyone? Yes, I have completed it because it's a viral video. It's just a half-an-hour session. Good afternoon, madam. Very good afternoon. I am seeing you after a very long time. Leela. I thought Leela, Brinda all has disappeared. Fine. Anyways, hope this would have helped you. And for your note, is everyone please drop a confirmation message. E-commerce friends, yes Vishnu, you can add, I'm just giving an idea, you can add as many examples as possible. Yes, hope this is how you have to include more examples, include more codes as well. I'll finish the session, and for your, let me say a few things, let me register over here only. Please, yes, ma'am. New topic. Thank you. New topic. Why did I change new topic? Means the reason behind this, I feel like that the views are getting reduced. I think you might be getting boredom of geography. So I thought that because I'm a passionate educator. My ultimate aim is to somehow, in one way or the other, I really wanted to extend my support to you. But when I'm really getting, of course I'm sad if the views and responses is getting low. Okay, so I thought that of course change is inevitable and everyone needs a change. So I thought for another 2-3 classes, let me change, let me do some portions from ethics, and tomorrow I have reserved one very important topic that will greatly help you. Of course, is an impact topic that will greatly help you in your essay as well as in your paper 1, Indian society. Child labor in India. Okay, so that is again a very important topic. So don't miss the class. And I also have some suggestion and some suggestion here. I would like to register soon. I think probably if the response, you just register. If you want, I can do one session. I'm planning to do one session that will greatly help you. That it is an open-ended session. Open-ended session means, let me say here, yes, that session, ask me anything. Ask me anything, okay, to crack UPSC CSE. If you have any doubt, if you have with respect to any subjects, okay, the list, the doubts you may be having anything. So I'll keep one session. It will be an interaction session. You ask me any doubts with respect to your optional. Optional means no doubt in the sense with respect how to crack UPSC CSE. Okay, let us make this session more interactive. At the end of the session, I'm sure that it will greatly help you all. Okay, ma'am, what is the suggested reading? Ma'am, how to prepare notes? So of course, I'm against taking notes. How to make a synopsis, or how to overcome this difficulty, or how to overcome this challenge. I have a difficulty in this particular subject. How to do that? How to ease this? Of course, my journey with UPSC is from 2005. Okay, I could proudly say I'm ancient, medieval, and modern to civil service. Okay, and my attempts got exhausted in 2017. I have mentored more than 5,000 students. Okay, it's a pretty long, and I'm proud, I'm happy about that. My students are serving as a successful officers across India. So here I thought I will make one separate, a different. Of course, we have to think differently, isn't it? I'll make AMA session. AMA, ask me anything. Whatever doubts you have with respect to the preparation, nothing so personal, it should be a win-win. Okay, because you should also think that the other students also, aspirants also watching this, they should also get benefited. Of course, if you have a doubt, that might be the doubt for the others also. So by answering your question, definitely I'm sure that it is going to help many, isn't it? So in my list, this one I have planned. So one thing, today's class, now you keep sharing. I want more number of views and response. The more you respond, the more you expect from me. I'm ready to work, I'm ready to, but since the response seems to be dull, I'm really worried. It's so only AMA session. Tomorrow is child labor. Day after tomorrow will be a AMA session. Get ready. I'm saying the session in advance. Okay, let it go for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. I'm not bothered. But my ultimate objective is that I wanted to help my students, train my students. Okay. Geography, and definitely Vishnu, that is because I am an expert in geography. Because since, okay, please, I am also requesting you please share the view, you share this videos, increase the views, increase the response. When the response and views goes down, what will be the mindset of an educator, the too passionate educator like me? I thought that okay, chalo, all the educators are doing geography subject, that's why the students are not watching. Of course, I wanted to help you geography because that is a science subject. You deserve a long, I'm ready to do, I'll simplify the subject as much possible. Okay, because my objective itself is geography made simple. Definitely, I'll do the remaining topics. Of GC Leong is still pending. So much is there. That will be done. In between one session, it will be again a viral video session. And secondly, I'll also introduce one more session, mentoring session. I'm going to do a mentoring session. What is the role of a mentor? How I have mentored more than 5,000 students across my 12 years of teaching experience. How successfully they are serving as a successful civil servants across India. I'm very happy because I missed to take the service. Okay, at least I can see the success. Of course, I'm a true, real, passionate educator. I could see the happiness in your success. Okay, so I have also planned for one mentoring session. So this will be an alternate basis. Tomorrow, definitely it is a 1.5 hours class. Of course, you know, none of my class gets complete less than 1.5 hours. Isn't it? This is the first time because it's a viral. I'm just doing it in half an hour only. All my regular classes will go. For example, continental drift theory, I'm ready for every topic. But since a slight thing really disturb me is that decrease in response of views. The more you respond, the more you expand. So extend in any ways. You can also share this today video and all my videos in your FB page, in your page or in your group, and circulate with your friends as well. Okay, let everyone get benefited. Of course, we are here, we are going to work together. Okay, let us make a combined and coordinated efforts. This is my favorite quote, isn't it? Yes, the efforts are going to be done from the educator, from me, as well as from your side. Is this fine for everyone? I'm ready to do. You keep posting, you keep register your requirements, register your what you are expecting from me. I'll make a note of it and definitely will try to resolve. I'm here for that only. Fine friends, thanks for the participation. So please don't forget, I'll keep doing, I'll do till last. Watch this, share this as much as possible. Okay, the more views we get, the more response we get, definitely I'm going to do so many surprises waiting for you. Stay connected. Is there anything is there? Shall I wind up the session? This question, go and check in 2016. This is your mains question. Okay, it's a very important GS paper 4. And okay, fine then. I'll wind up today's session. Okay, be safe, stay connected. Good luck, good day. Okay, stay blessed. Bye bye. Take care. Do you have anything? Do you have anything? Please drop whatever you need. We'll make a AMA session as soon as possible. So you have 1 day time. You just make a list of what all you wanted, what all doubts you have, because of course I know you may have a different problems or the challenges or the doubts. So what all you have, you make that. I'm ready here. I'm here. Okay, I'm there for you. I'm always there. Thank you. In return, please support. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you, friends.